Good morning, students. Today we are going to revise chapter 13, surface areas and values. And we know that in this chapter we have combined solids. We are going to find surface areas of combined solids, solids and combined solids volumes also. Okay. For that we have to remember the formulas of surface areas and volumes of the solids. So let us recall the formulas once again. So in formulas we have LSA, total surface area, and TSA, total surface area, and volumes. You have to remember LSA, TSA, value. So first of all, I am taking cube and cuboid. Cube and cuboid. So in cube, I am taking one HSA, then LSA is 4A square. So what is LSA actually? 4 sides. If you assume this cube as a room, then you have to add the 4 walls area. Each wall area is A square. So A square plus A square plus A square, 4A square. So TSA means 4 walls area including upper part area and lower part area. So upper part area is A square, lower part area also A square. So 4A square, I am adding upper part area and lower part area. So A square plus A square plus 4A square. It will be 6A square. So to remember the value, you have to know the base area. What is base area of this cube? A square into height. So A square into height is A. A square into A is A cube. So you can remember like this. Then you can usually remember this formulas. LSA means 4 walls area, only surrounding area, not top and bottom. TSA means including top area, bottom area. You will get TSA. Value means if you know the base area and height, we can multiply the base area into height. You will get the value. So for same method you can apply for cuboid also. In cuboid we will have the 3 dimensions. One is length, one is another breadth, another one is h. So LSA of this cuboid is, we know that 2h into L plus d. 2h into L plus d is the LSA of cuboid. TSA is 2 into LB plus BH plus HL. This is TSA formula. And volume LBH. Okay. Already we studied in 9th standard, but recall the formulas, but remembering is the important concept. Okay, you have to remember the formulas. Next, I am taking cylinder and cone. For cylinder, LSA is known as curved surface area. For cylinder and cone and sphere and hemisphere, LSA is known as CSA. So what is LSA or CSA of sphere? CSA of cylinder here? 2 pi RH. 2 pi RH. TSA 2 pi R into R plus H. 2 pi RH is CSA. Adding pi R square plus pi R square to the 2 pi RH, we will get this 2 pi R into R plus H. Volume, base area into height. What is base area? Circle. Pi R square into H. You can remember like this. You can easily remember this formula. So base area into height will give the value. So base is circle, height is h, so pi r square h. For the cone, we will have 2 heights. One is slant height and normal height of the cylinder and slant height, L and H. So LSA, CS is pi r L and TSA is pi r into L plus R, and volume is 1 by 3 pi r square h. For the cone, 1 by 3. 1 by 3rd of the cylinder is the cone volume formula. Now sphere. I am taking sphere and hemisphere whose radius is r. CS of sphere is 4 pi r square. TS also 4 pi r square. And volume formula 4 by 3 pi r cube. Okay. So hemisphere formula. So half of this formula 2 pi r square. For 2 pi r square we will get only this area. By adding top area we will get the TSA. So top area is pi r square. To the LSA, if I am adding top area pi r square, you will get 3 pi r square. So you can remember like this, TSA. And volume is half of this value, 2 by 3 pi r cube. So these formulas are enough to solve the problems in this chapter. Okay. So remember, formulas are very important to remember to solve the problems also. Suppose here I am taking one example problem. Suppose I am having one figure In base I have the hemisphere with radius, with some radius I am taking radius as 3 centimeters, and upon this I am having the cone whose height, cone height is I am giving as 5. Now base is common for cone and hemisphere. Now I am going to find total surface area of this figure. Here combined solids, no, I am using combined solids. In first exercise we are going to find the total surface areas of the combined solids. Okay, so here in bottom we have hemisphere. It is surmounted by the cone, okay, whose height is h equal to 5, and here base is common for both. Now I am going to find total surface area of this figure. How to find total surface area? See here, we need LSA, CSA of cone, this, and this one, CSA of hemisphere, will give the total surface area of this figure. Observe this figure. After adding, to find the total surface area we have to find LSA. We are not taking the bottom. Why? Because it is attached to with hemisphere. So to find the total surface area of this figure we have to find CSA of cone and CSA of hemisphere. By adding these CSAs we will get the total surface area of this solid, combined solid. So total surface area of solid, which is in this shape, is equal to CSA of cone plus CSA of hemisphere. So what is CSA of cone? Pi RL, and we need L also here. H is given, no? R is given. We need L, then only we can apply CSA. Okay, so CSA of hemisphere is, we know that it is 2 pi r square. Now we have R and H, but we don't have L. In cone, to find L, this is H and this is R. So you can consider this as a right angle triangle. So this is hypotenuse. We know the formula, L square equal to H square plus R square. Why? Because L is hypotenuse, H is adjacent, and this is opposite. So you can by using Pythagoras theorem, L square equal to H square plus R square. Okay. So using this formula you can get L value, L square equal to H square 25 plus R square is 9. 25 plus 9, L square is equal to 25 plus 9 is 34. So root 34 is L value, and by substituting the values in this you will get the total surface area of solid. Okay, let me take one more example. I am not calculating, just I am showing how to solve. So just to know how to solve, then easily you can calculate. Don't do the mistakes in the calculation. Okay. Now suppose I am taking one more figure. Suppose I am taking one cuboid. I am taking one cuboid here. On this cuboid, suppose I am having one hemisphere. I am keeping one hemisphere on the cuboid. Here I am giving L equal to some 2 centimeters, B equal to 3 centimeters, H equal to 4 centimeters, and radius of hemisphere is I am taking as 1 centimeter. So these are dimensions of cuboid, and radius 1 centimeter is dimension of the hemisphere. So on the cuboid solid I am keeping one hemisphere solid on this. Now I need total surface area of this solid. How to find total surface area of solid? See here, we are finding total surface area of the cuboid. What is total surface area of cuboid? 2 into LB plus BH plus HL. Okay, so you will get total surface area of the cuboid. But here we are keeping the hemisphere, no? So we are not evaluating this bottom area. Why? Because we are keeping the hemisphere on this. So we have to subtract this circle area from this total surface area of the cuboid. So I am subtracting pi r square. I am subtracting this total area is not appearing. Why? Because we are keeping the hemisphere on the cuboid. But this upper part is appearing. This upper part is known as curved surface area of the hemisphere. What is curved surface area of the hemisphere? 2 pi r square. So by taking total surface area of cuboid, from that I am removing this bottom area minus pi r square and adding this upper part area 2 pi r square. So this will give the total surface area of the solid by substituting these dimensions in the formula. So these dimensions are available in the question. Okay. Okay, one more example. Suppose I am adding two cubes. I'm adding two cubes. After adding two cubes, I am going to find total surface area of combined solid. Suppose it is having the side A equal to 2 centimeters, and same size of cubes I am taking, and I am taking and them adding them. By joining these two cubes, you will get this type of figure. Like this, you will get combined solid after adding this. So here, after adding, this figure appears like a cuboid. So here total length is what? L equal to A plus A. From A plus A, and B A only. Height again A. Height and breadth will not be changed, only length will be changed. So here combined solid total surface area. How to get total surface area? Again using LBH. After finding a L is what here? 4 centimeters, 2 plus 2, and B is 2 centimeters, H is 2 centimeters. By using total surface area formula, what is cuboid total surface area? Total surface area of the cube. Cuboid. What is cuboid total surface area? 2 into LB plus BH plus HL. Using this formula, you can find the total surface area of this figure. Okay. Now let us discuss the values of the combined solid figures. Suppose I am having one hemisphere and one cone is surmounted on it. Now I need volume of this total solid. Suppose I am giving H equal to height of the cone as 2 centimeters, radius of the hemisphere is 1. Okay, and I am having height of the cone and base is common for both. Now I am going to find the volume of the solid, volume of solid. Now how to find total volume of solid? It is combined figure of cone and hemisphere. So we have to find volume of cone plus volume of cone plus volume of hemisphere. So what is volume of cone? 1 by 3 pi r square H. So r is available, H is available. So you can substitute here. And volume of hemisphere 2 by 3 pi r cube. So radius is available in the question. So you can, by substituting and simplifying, you will get the combined solid of volume of this solid figure, which having two solids, hemisphere and cone. Okay. One more example. Suppose I am having one cube, a solid of cube. I am having one solid of cube. From this solid of cube, I am deleting or scooping out one hemisphere on the top, whose radius is 2 centimeters, and I am taking this cube, which is solid, is edge is 8 centimeters. So from this solid cube, I am scooping out the hemisphere from the upper part. So when you are removing this hemisphere from this cube, so remaining solid volume I required here. So to find the remaining solid figure after scooping out this hemisphere from the cube, right? So volume of remaining solid, volume of remaining solid after taking out the hemisphere from upper part of the cube. So first of all, we have total volume of the cuboid. From the total volume of cuboid, we are removing this part. No, we are removing the volume of the hemisphere. So volume of cube is a cube. Volume of cube minus volume of hemisphere. So using this formula, we can get the total volume. Volume of cube is what? A cube. Minus volume of hemisphere 2 by 3 pi r cube. So A is available and R is available. By substituting and after subtracting, we will get the volume of the remaining solid. Okay. One more example. So if you read question carefully and by diagram, you can know that how to solve these problems. Okay. Suppose one more example I am giving here. We are having one cube of solid, or I am taking one cylinder here. On the cylinder I am having one hemisphere on the top. Now I need this solid volume. Suppose I am giving radius as 2 centimeters, height of the cylinder as 4 centimeters. Okay. So here one hemisphere is surmounted on the cylinder. I need this total solid figure value. So volume of solid. How to get volume of solid here? This is combination of cylinder and hemisphere. By adding the volume of cylinder and volume of hemisphere, we will get the volume of solid. So volume of hemisphere plus volume of cylinder. Volume of cylinder will give the volume of total solid. Volume of hemisphere formula is 2 by 3 pi r cube plus volume of cylinder formula pi r square h. So R is available, H is available. R and H will available in the question. Directly you can substitute here. You will get the total volume of the solid. Suppose if you have bottom also, if you have hemisphere, then add one more 2 by 3 pi r cube, one more hemisphere value. Then you will get the total surface area. So total volume of the solid. Okay. Now few more problems are there. They are one solid is melted and recasted into. Suppose I am taking one sphere whose radius is 3 centimeters. I am having one sphere which has radius 3 centimeters. I am melting this sphere and recasting into cuboid. So cube and recasting into cube. So I am melting this sphere and I am making a cube with that material. That means here material will not be changed. That means value will not be changed. Just we are modifying. Just we are melting and recasting. We are changing the shape of the figure. But volume is same here. So if we are melting the sphere and recasting into cube, he will ask what is the edge of the cube. At that time, you have to take volume of, after recasting the hemisphere sphere into cuboid, volume will be equal. So volume of sphere equal to volume of cube. By using this formula, volume of sphere is what? 4 by 3 pi r cube. And volume of cube is what? A cube. Here A is unknown but R is known. By substituting here, you will get some value. By sending cube at left hand side, you will get the edge of the cube. Okay. So this type of problems also are there in the volume, surface areas and volumes. Suppose I am melting the one cone and recasting into cylinder. Melting the cone and recast into cylinder. I need height of the cylinder after melting the cone and recast into cylinder. He will give the radius of this cylinder and here radius of cone. Suppose 3 centimeter, height is 2 centimeters. He will give height of the cone and radius of the cone. After melting this cone and recasting into cylinder, he will give R value and he will ask what is H. And he can give H and he will ask R. So here we are melting the cone and recasting into new shape. That means volume is not changing, just shape is changing here. So volume of cone. So at that time volume of cone is equal to, we have to write volume of cylinder. volume of cylinder. Volume of cone 1 by 3 pi r square h. Volume of cylinder pi r square h. So here r is cone value, cone radius, and h1 is cone height, and here h2 is cylinder height, r2 is cylinder radius. So here we don't know h2, but we know r2, r1, h. Here pi cancel. By substituting r2, r1, h1, you will get the h2 automatically. Okay, when we are melting and recasting into new figure, the volume will be equal. Just to keep this point in the mind, and volumes are equal when one solid is melted and recasted into new figure. Okay, so this is one this type of problems are there. So you can taking the volumes are equal, automatically you will get the unknown quantity in the questions. Okay, suppose one more question. Suppose small spheres, how many spheres are there we don't know. Suppose each sphere having a radius 2 centimeters. So some number of spheres I melted some number of small spheres and recasted into bigger sphere whose radius is r equal to 8 centimeters. Okay, so he will ask how many small spheres are melted to get this solid spheres whose radius is 8 centimeters. Okay, he will give number of small sphere radius, and he will ask how many this type of small spheres melting and recasted into to get this bigger sphere. So at that time you have to take this number of solids as x, number of solids smaller spheres as x, and how many spheres we are adding, how many spheres we are melting and recasting in here. So volume 1, volume 2, volume some number of spheres, small spheres x are there. By adding all these values, that volumes are equal to this. So how many spheres volumes we are adding? X spheres. So v1 plus v2 plus so on. How many? X times. How many times we are adding? X times. X times equal to solid volume is capital V. So x times we are adding x into smaller sphere value here equal to bigger sphere value. X into smaller sphere value, suppose this I am taking r1 and bigger sphere value radius taking as r2. So what is smaller sphere value? 4 by 3 pi r1 cube. Bigger sphere value 4 by 3 pi r2 cube. So here 4 pi by 3 cancel, and we know r1 value, we know r2 value. By substituting r1, r2, automatically you will get number of spheres, required number of spheres to make this solid sphere. Okay, so this type of problems also there in the exercise, last exercise. So in this way you can solve the problems and prepare well. Okay.